In 1996, a man stood in his office in New York. His name was Jordan Belfort. He opened the window. Then he started throwing money into the street. Real money. $100 bills. They flew down like snow. People on the street looked up. They ran to catch the bills. But some people were not happy. The FBI agents stood below. They watched Jordan throw the money. They did not smile. They knew the truth. That money was stolen. To understand this, we need to go back to the 1980s. Jordan Belfort was a young man in New York. He wanted to be rich. Very rich. So he got a job selling stocks. Jordan was good at selling. Very good. He talked to people on the phone. Most of them were not rich. They were regular people with normal jobs. Jordan learned something important. When he sounded confident, people believed him. It did not matter if the stock was good or bad. His voice was the trick. He spoke fast. He sounded sure. People trusted him. They gave him their money. This gave Jordan an idea. A bad idea. In 1989, he opened his own company. He called it Stratton Oakmont. Sounds fancy, right? It was not fancy. It was in a small office. But Jordan did not care about the office. He cared about one thing: making money fast. And he knew exactly how to do it. Jordan started teaching his salespeople a special trick. He told them, "We do not sell good stocks. We sell bad stocks for high prices." The salespeople looked confused. Jordan smiled. He explained, good stocks from big companies paid small fees, small profits. But bad stocks? Those were different. Small unknown companies paid huge fees. So Jordan and his team made more money. Much more. Here was the plan. Jordan bought stocks from tiny companies. These companies were almost worthless. Maybe they made nothing. Maybe they were almost dead. Did not matter. Jordan's salespeople called regular people, teachers, nurses, truck drivers. They said, "This stock will make you rich. Buy it now." The people believed them. They bought the stocks. The price went up because everyone was buying. Then Jordan sold his stocks at the high price. He made millions. But the regular people? Their stocks became worthless again. They lost everything. This trick is called pump and dump. Pump means make the price go up with lies. Dump means sell fast and run away with the money. Yes, this really happened every single day. Now Jordan and his workers had millions of dollars. What did they do? They went crazy. They bought expensive cars, Ferraris, Lamborghinis. They threw huge parties in the office. They brought in bands. They hired entertainers. Some workers spent money on drugs. Jordan spent money on drugs too. Lots of drugs. The office looked like a nightclub, not a workplace. People were dancing on desks. Money was everywhere. It was completely wild. But someone noticed the problem. The FBI. The FBI is the police for big crimes in America. They started getting phone calls. Angry people called them. "I lost all my money. Stratton Oakmont lied to me." The FBI opened a file on Jordan Belfort. They started watching him closely. Jordan knew this was dangerous, so he made a new plan. He needed to hide his money. If the FBI found it, they would take it. So Jordan flew to Switzerland. Switzerland is a country in Europe with special banks. These banks keep secrets. They do not tell other governments about your money. Jordan put millions of dollars in a Swiss bank. He used a fake name. He thought, "They will never find this." He smiled. He felt very clever. Big mistake. Because now his life became more dangerous. More parties, more lies to remember, more people watching him, more crimes to hide. Everything was spinning out of control. But Jordan did not stop. He could not stop. The money felt too good.
Then the FBI moved in. They had been watching Jordan for years. They had evidence, lots of evidence. One day, agents came to Jordan's office. They told him, "You are in big trouble. You stole millions. You lied to thousands of people. We have proof." Jordan's face turned white. He knew this was bad. Very bad. The FBI made him an offer, a deal. They said, "You can help us. Tell us everything. Give us names. Record your friends talking about the crimes. If you do this, you go to prison for a short time. If you do not do this, you go to prison for 20 years, maybe more." Jordan looked at them. His hands were shaking. 20 years in prison? Or betray his friends? He thought about it for 1 second. Then he said, "Okay, I will help you." This is called wearing a wire. A wire is a tiny microphone. You hide it under your shirt. You talk to people. The wire records everything. The FBI gave Jordan a wire. They told him, "Go talk to your partner. Get him to say the truth about the crimes." Jordan's partner was his best friend. They had worked together for years. They were like brothers. But now, Jordan had to trick him. So Jordan met his friend at a restaurant. They sat down. They ordered food. Jordan was nervous. The wire was under his shirt. He started asking questions. "Remember when we sold those bad stocks? Remember the Swiss bank money?" His friend started talking. He said yes. He explained the crimes. He laughed about the old days. He trusted Jordan completely. The wire recorded every word. Jordan's heart was beating fast. He felt sick. But he kept asking questions. The FBI was listening to everything. When it was over, Jordan left the restaurant. He gave the recording to the FBI. They smiled. They said, "Perfect. We have him now." Jordan's friend went to prison. Other workers went to prison too. Jordan had destroyed them all. But what about Jordan? He made the deal. He helped the FBI. So what happened to him? The judge decided. Jordan Belfort went to prison for 22 months. Less than 2 years. That is all. Wait, let's think about this. Jordan stole millions of dollars. He lied to thousands of people. Regular people lost their savings, their retirement money, everything. Some people lost their homes. And Jordan? He spent 22 months in prison. Then he walked out free. The people who lost money were not happy. They wanted their money back. The government told Jordan, "You must pay back $50 million to the victims." Jordan said, "Okay." But here is the funny part. He paid back very little. Very, very little. Most people never got their money. They are still waiting to this day. So what does Jordan do now? He teaches people how to sell things. Yes, really. He travels around the world. He gives speeches. He tells people, "I can teach you my secrets. You can be rich like me." People pay him thousands of dollars to learn. They sit in big rooms. They listen to him talk. They take notes. They think, "This man knows how to make money." And Jordan? He makes millions again from teaching. He wrote a book about his crimes. Hollywood made it into a movie. A famous actor played Jordan. The movie made him even more famous. More people wanted to hear him speak. More money came in. So in the end, Jordan Belfort went to prison for a short time. He never paid back most of the money. And today, he is rich again. He is famous. People pay him to teach them. The people he stole from? Most of them got nothing. And that is the Wolf of Wall Street story.